Hey, hey, how are you? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jody, and we're going to be talking about me, myself, why I'm doing this channel, what I hope to get out of doing this channel, and what I hope to share with you guys. And so, my name is Jodeci, and I've been reading books since I was a little kid. I was reading Huckleberry Finn, that series, and just like random, age appropriate series for your age. I love a good series book. And so that's what got me, going into reading. And I was an only child, and it was just me and my mom, and so she really loved reading too. And so it was just kind of like, well, if you're reading, then I'm reading. And we would trade books. I would buy a book and let her read it, and she would buy a book and let me read it. And we would like talk about it afterwards. And it was just something that we could do together. We always went, if it was like a Saturday afternoon and we wanted something to do, we were always in Barnes and Nobles. Like, Barnes and Nobles is just like, when you walk in there, it's just like, ah, and it's books everywhere. Like, I get lost. I can go in Barnes and Nobles and be in there for like an hour and just looking, because there's so many books, so many genres, so many things. You can learn something, you could read something, you got magazines, anything. And so Barnes and Nobles was that spot for me and her. And you know how they have like Starbucks, and we would go get us a Starbucks drink, find us a book. I would go sit on the floor. And well, at that time, I was a kid, so I would go into like the kids section. You know how kids are. They want toys, they want books, anything that pops out to you, you want. And so I would go over there and just be in heaven while she looked for her stuff. And it was just a good time. I keep that near and dear to my heart. My mother has since passed away. So that's something that I plan on, keeping, to myself, or just when I'm feeling down and I'm missing her. I normally, think about going to Barnes and Nobles. Even if I don't want to buy a book, I'll just go in there and just be in the atmosphere, because that's what we loved and that's what we did. And yeah, so I haven't been reading in a minute. So since, I want to say, high school, I just stopped reading. I don't know what made me stop, honestly. It was just, I guess maybe just life happened, honestly, just life. And so now I'm starting back reading again. And my first book that I start back reading again was Ashley Antoinette. And I started reading Butterfly. I did not read the Ethics series. I started reading Butterfly, and I was kind of lost, but it was good, and it got me going. I read all 4 books, because it's 4 books. I read all 4 books like in a week, a book a day. That's how good it was. That's how intense it is when I'm reading. Like, don't interrupt me. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to do anything. I'm just trying to finish my book. So yeah, now I'm reading every day. I'm reading outside of my genres that I normally read now. I've been on TikTok lately, and I've been reading some of their recommendations, and they've been good. But some of my favorite genres, well, let me tell you some of my favorite authors. Some of my favorite authors are Wahida Clark. That's my road dog. That's my homie for life. I love the Thug series book. Like, I can read that series 100 times and still like be invested in everything, because once you put a book down, and you go read another one, you forget what the book was about. And especially if it's been a minute, because Wahida Clark was my first urban fiction romance. I don't know if the Thug series, I guess it could be urban fiction romance. That was my first series, and I was reading that in high school. Like, I was reading stuff I was supposed to be reading in high school, but you know, you read what you read. Kids gonna do what they do. We was in school passing around Zane books, and I'm sure everybody know the author Zane and what, you know, their books are about. But so Wahida Clark, so that was my very first Thug series that introduced me. Actually, that did not introduce me to the world of like urban fiction, but that was like one of the main series that really got me into it. And here recently, since I started back reading, I read Ashley Antoinette, and I'm waiting for her to drop that Butterfly 5. I'm so ready to see who what is her name? Morgan. I'm ready to see who Morgan is going to pick, and I am team Meek all day because I just love them together, and I hope she doesn't disappoint me. So that's one of my authors that I'm reading right now. I'm also reading Diamond D. Johnson, and her books are like based in Miami, and so she has this whole series, and it just like follows, you know, their life and their drama. It is so good right now. I'm waiting for her to release Who Do You Love 3, and that's going to be the end of her current series. And so it's just on and popping. Like, one thing I hate is when you like find a new series and you have like you find a new series, right? And you want to read the book, you want to read all of them, but you got to wait for the release date. Normally I catch up late to things, or here recently I have. So like I, you know, just wait until they have all the books out, or into the series enough. So like for Ashley Antoinette, I had read Butterfly before I read Ethic. And so, you know, Ethic is already done, and Butterfly is like a spinoff of Ethic. And so I read Butterfly first, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm missing these characters. What do I do? And I went and read all 6 Ethic books. I want to say it took me 2 weeks. If that, I want to say a week, because I was pushing them books out. They were so good. And Ethic is, that's all I gotta say. So some of my favorite authors right now are Ashley Antoinette, Diamond D. Johnson. Wahida Clark will forever, ever be in my heart. And I've been reading a new author. Well, she's new to me. Her name is India Carter, and she has a series right now that is so good. I plan on talking about it. There's 2 books in a series. It's called Danger Series. So I plan on introducing that to you guys because I don't see anybody talking about them, and they need to be recognized because they are just that good. So I will be doing a book review on It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. This book is everywhere on TikTok. All the TikTok girlies are crying over it, talking about it. I did read it. I did cry. So I'm excited to talk about this book with you guys and see what you have to talk about it, what you say about it, what do you rate it, and all that good stuff. I also got It Starts With Us. I got it from Sam's Club for $10.98. Go Sam's Club, because in Target they're way more expensive. So when I saw It Starts With Us and it was $10, I grabbed it and I said, okay. Even though I knew I was not in the mood to read it, I knew I was going to want to read it, so I got it. So we're going to talk about it and I'll read it. Right now, I just got done reading a book, and I'm still in that mode of like, you know how when you read a book and you like be immersed into their world, like you mad at so-and-so because she mad at him, and like why he do that to her, and what, you know. So I'm still in that mode. You know, I said my favorite genre and my go-to genre is Black romance and urban fiction. So it's mainly like about street life. Basically, all the books that I read are about like street life and empires and cartels and all that stuff. Just because it's not real life, and it's always interesting and good and fun to read about, and it keeps you on your toes. It keeps you on your toes. So I am on my toes right now because I just finished the book. And I'm still in that mode, and it's gonna be a minute before you know how they have series, and the next book won't be out for a minute, and so I'm just kind of sad right now, and it's taking me a minute to get back into that mode, and I'm just probably gonna have to force myself to read It Starts With Us. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel and watching this video and staying to the end. I really do appreciate it. I'm excited to see where this goes and talk about books, and more books. I'm ready to explore more books. I'm ready to dive into other genres. So if you guys have any other book recommendations, or a book that you read that you want to talk about, or a book that you want me to read, put it in the comments below and let me know. And you know your girl is going to read it. And if it's good, I will read it in a day or two, and I will get back to you and let you know what I thought about it, because I'm just like, I'll be ready to talk about books with people. So I'm just ready, okay? Come and talk about books with me. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm reading. I'm going to let y'all know what I'm reading next, what's on my TBR list, and everything. So just come, chill with me, talk about books with me, and just be in the moment. You know, if you're a real book lover, you know how it is when you finish a book and you want to talk about it, but there's nobody around to talk about it. You just got to get it out, because it's just like they be putting some crazy stuff in them books. So I'm excited, and I hope you guys ride this out with me. Ride it out, girl. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe, and you know, fuck with your girl, because it's gonna be fun. I'm fun. I'm goofy. I love to laugh. I'm not always serious, and my book reviews probably not be normal like other people book reviews, because I'm just gonna tell you how I feel, and we just gonna chop it up. So subscribe. Come fuck with your girl. Peace.